Women's health is obviously things dedicated to keeping women healthy in our country. A lot of the policy issues, a lot of the advanced science. My thoughts turn to people that are less wealthy, less able to take care of themselves, or may not have enough knowledge or access to medical care to take care of themselves. Obviously, since women are the main bearers of children, it becomes critical to the future of the country that women's health is a policy issue for us overall, because it means that then we take better steps towards developing healthy children with a future that is as robust and meaningful for them as it can be health-wise.
Okay, so what are your views when it comes to government cutting the funds for Planned Parenthood?
Well, I don't know very much about the funds for Planned Parenthood. Certainly I support the mission hugely. Having said that, I think Planned Parenthood should be susceptible to the same type of rigorous budget review that we put all government programs through. I don't know how much money they need to carry out their job, but I would hope that we're giving them an appropriate amount, not too little and not too much. So to that extent, I don't have any problem with the government examining, reviewing, and auditing their funding.
What's your name?
My name is Rocio Gonzalez.
So what do you think women's health, like how do you define it?
Women's health, there are so many issues with women, and we need to be sure that we have somebody that is checking on all of the health, specifically for women, which is very different than men.
So, do you think we should increase the funding for women's health?
Of course. I am 50-some, and of course my health is very different than the one of a young woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that there are many stuff that are very different that need to be taken care of. For example, breast cancer, checking breast cancer, and now it is an issue with more than money than anything else. For breast cancer, for example, where there are some insurers that they said, oh, you don't have to, after 40, you don't have to check regularly. Another one said, well, after 40, you need to check every 2 years. Somebody says every year. But I think that it is very important that not after 40, but that every woman, if they feel that it's necessary to have a checkup, for example, on breast, then they should be able to do that.
Currently, there is an event where the former Florida governor told a conservative Christian audience that I'm not sure we need $500 million for women's health issues. So what do you think about that quote?
I remember that one. And I strongly disagree with his opinion. He's not a woman, first of all, so he won't understand. But every woman is different and at different stages.
So what do you know about women's health funding?
I don't know much about women's health funding.
What do you think it is though?
Funding women's health.
Do you support it?
I would say so, yes, I would support women's health.
What do you know about women's health funding?
About women's health funding?
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
But from like the wording, like what do you assume it's about?
Women's health funding? So, I would assume it's towards like equal Medicare for women and men. Maybe there's a discrepancy in that. But
So like do you support like, so basically it covers cancer screening, HIVs, Planned Parenthood, like lots of like women's health stuff. So do you support?
yeah, support that.
Alright, thank you. So what do you know about women's health funding?
All I know is that they help you and help women with sex protection, and yeah. and HIV protection.
All right. So from those, like, do you think that we should increase funds for women, like?
Oh
that-
yes, definitely. I think it's important to increase funds for that. Because, I mean, statistics show how HIV is still a huge problem, and especially how a lot of African American women it's just passing on the disease, and we still haven't found a way to cure it. So I think it's important to teach people how they can protect themselves. So I think it was very important to fund that kind of stuff.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right.